Where is FPL video, bro?
Bro, no video this week.
Hey, how come no video this week?
Bro, FPL video किधर है?
Hey, bro.
Video
Bro.
भाई तू मरवा देगा.
No, but TCGP plus Chelsea in the
Bro.
Well, you do it. This is a bad week, bro.
Alright everybody, just chill out. I am back. Boom, what is up boys? Welcome back to the channel. It's been way too long since I've done that intro, but welcome back. It's been a while, a very hot minute since I made my last video. 1 month and 15 days to be exact, but who's counting? But I'm back now, back on the channel, very much hoping to stay. A lot's been going on, boys, in the last month or so. My school semester ended, and so I had to finish up projects. I had to finish up group projects and presentations and deliverables and all that kind of stuff, and it went very well. And so I'm glad that I took the time out to actually focus on that, because it's super important. Balance is very important, people. That's a lesson for life. Take that to the bank. And besides that, we had Christmas going on, and you know how that is with Catholics, especially here in Mumbai, in Santa Cruz. It's a wild scene. People are getting married as well. We're singing for masses, singing in choirs, and going caroling, and going and meeting family, and giving out sweets and all that good stuff. And then there's not much time to make videos during that season. It's just not a good time. And with all the postponements that were going on, and all the schedules, the match weeks merging and overlapping over each other, it was just overall not a very enticing time for me to get back into things. And then obviously New Year's, and probably the worst start to my New Year's ever. The day after New Year's, I ended up with COVID. Yep, the new Omicron variant is spreading quite badly in Mumbai, and a lot of us, including my family, caught it the day after New Year's. And so the first week of 2022 was absolutely horrendous. Body pain, head pain, cold, cough, runny nose, everything under the sun, man. That was not great. It was not a great time. And then obviously couldn't make videos. I had no energy to make videos. And this is actually the first time I'm able to sit in front of the camera with all the lights and everything on, and without my head actually bursting into flames. But I guess I'll manage. The road to recovery has been good, to be fair, and I think I'm almost fine now. So hopefully we are back to some regular content. Some normalcy on this channel needs to return. And yeah, hopefully this video is a start of many more, but loads to get into in this video, especially with the Premier League, Chelsea, loads to talk about. Thomas Tuchel, Lukaku, and that whole situation, what's going on with that, the top 4 race, Manchester United, Everton, who just sacked their manager Rafa Benitez, the top 4 race, Arsenal, Spurs, are they joining the race as well, the World 11, AFCON. So many things to get into, man. But I guess there's only one place I could really start, and that's to start with Chelsea, really. And it's not the best time to really talk about Chelsea, if I'm being very honest. December is not a very kind month for all Chelsea fans, and I think it hasn't been so this year either. Chelsea have 1 win in 7 games this month, and it's just it is looking very bad for Chelsea. Giving up first place position in the league, and then giving away a 13-point lead to Manchester City. The league's effectively done, if I'm being very honest. And then on top of that, you have the Lukaku situation, which absolutely does not help Chelsea, does not help Thomas Tuchel, it does not help that board. And I have basically 2 thoughts on that whole situation. One is that I can understand his intention. I can understand where he's coming from. The way he left Inter was not great, and I wouldn't want that from a player from Chelsea. I wouldn't want them to just up and bounce when we are in a financial crisis. and not say a word to the fans, not thank the fans, not appreciate what the club has done for that player. I wouldn't want that from a Chelsea player, but if I'm being honest. But on the other side, you look and talk about the context of which Lukaku has been placed in, and that context is him being a record signing for Chelsea, the highest paid player in the team right now, in the roster right now. The club almost broke a British signing fee to sign him, 100 and something million, which is that was with add-ons and everything. But you have to then focus on what's ahead of you when you take on when you are placed in such a situation. I mean, it's not. I think I'm gonna blame Lukaku for being 100 million. So it's the situation in which he's placed, and he needs to adapt and understand and embody the context. Really, I think that's super important, and he just didn't do that. It wasn't the right time. It wasn't the right place. He really upset the fans, man. He's really dropped the ball there, and he really let a squad with very good morale, very good understanding of each other, and a good spirit in a very tough camp. He really let that turn into something horrible and something toxic, really, for the players, for the dressing room. Obviously, from outside, it's difficult to speculate as to what the real feeling and the real mood is in the dressing room. But from what we can see from that last game against Brighton, that 1-1 draw at Brighton, it's not looking good. It's not looking good at all. You can see it from that celebration for Ziyech's goal. The players didn't even celebrate. They knew, they knew they were playing badly. So, and then you have the big German manager screaming out to you and reminding you how shit you were in that game. It's kind of obvious, they really needed to step up gears in that game, and it didn't happen because of whatever reasons. I'm not going to sit here and make excuses for the club. Everybody's already heard the excuses, and everyone's already banting the club for these excuses, but it is what it is. Yeah, this December month really weeds out the weak, and the sad thing is that Chelsea got weeded out, man. We had a false sense of security with the names in our bench, hoping that these guys could step in and maintain the quality of the first team. But as we're seeing, Ross Barkley, Saul, I think he's just some of the players that are in that squad that need to be phased out at some point, or need to be given better contracts at a different club. They just need to leave, and that's just the simple truth. The different managers have come and gone, and different managers have tried to phase out different players for attitude problems, for motivation problems. This is something that we have seen for many years in this club, and the fact that some of these players are still here, still playing first team football, it's definitely a problem, man. It definitely needs to be addressed by the board. The fact that we've gone into this transfer window with one real fullback and other makeshift fullbacks, and not signed in, or not loaned out someone, or loaned out a replacement for these positions, surprises me. The fact that we have yet to back the manager in the signings that he wants at this club, including Chiesa at some point, Dembele at this current point. The fact that there aren't any rumors of substance going around, kind of, in a sense, in some way, kind of upsets me, because I expect that we are constantly trying to make improvements at this club. But it is what it is. The league's effectively done for this season. City are an incredible team, man. They have had their fair share of COVID cases this season. They have let players go, Ferran Torres to Barcelona, so they lost some depth, and nothing has changed. Nothing has dropped. Their quality has stayed the same. Nothing seems to phase this team, man. They are clear at this moment. They really cruised through this December month, honestly, and I wasn't really surprised that all their players are on top form right now. They're all in form right now. Bernardo Silva, now Kevin De Bruyne, Sterling, Phil Foden. It's tough. I can't see any weaknesses in the City team. I can't see, obviously, except that striker role. But it seems like they're kind of sorting themselves out. Obviously, they're forced to play in a certain way because of that lack of a number 9. I feel with a number 9 they would be incredible. Imagine Haaland at Man City. Man, it'll be over. But now that the league is finally over, we can finally focus on the top 4 race, which is quite entertaining. Arsenal and Spurs are late to the party, but they are no pushovers, man. Arteta is doing a proper job with this team. I remember saying this last season that they are looking like an Arteta really gives them an identity. I think more than anything else, he's brought in very very good players. Tavares on the left, and Tomiyasu, that new right back, is an absolute beast. Honestly, defensively, offensively, very very good. Much better than that Bellerin kid. But also Arteta's handled the Aubameyang situation extremely well. Now, whether we would still be saying that if Arsenal was still in relatively bad form, that I'm not too sure of. But the fact that it's worked out for them so far, Lacazette taking on the captain's badge and them breaking into some good form, kind of worked out for them. If they win their games in hand right now, I think they go on par with Chelsea. I think they go on par with Chelsea. So that's huge for them. Spurs under Conte, he's doing his thing, man. I have so much respect for Antonio Conte because of what he did at Chelsea. But man, what he's doing at Tottenham, you can see the difference in the team every single week, and you cannot sleep on them. You just cannot sleep on them right now. They'll be looking to take out a few players, send a few players away during the January transfer window. They'll be looking to bring in players. At least Conte will be hoping that he gets some financial backing from that board, which who knows? Who really knows? They haven't done this for a while, so let's see if they actually back their manager for once. If they do, it's a tough
league, man. If Antonio Conte gets his way and gets the players he wants, I'm afraid it's going to be quite tough. He's going to be quite a tough team to break down. But let's see if they drop the ball, man. Let's see. Speaking of teams that have dropped the ball, Manchester United. Manchester United is a team right now that is well and truly in the mud. I think it's safe to say that fans have given up. Players seem like they've given up. Staff given up. And the manager looks lost. I don't know what is going on in that club. Actually, to be fair, they actually had a fairly decent performance at Brentford, but on a consistent basis, they have been doing very, very badly. From a lineup point of view, I don't think any fans are happy with the kind of lineups they're seeing in the last few games. McTominay being played so often, Fred being played so often. There's no real chemistry being built. There's no real system that is being seen. No real identity being formed by this team. A lot of players just missing out on first team performances like Jadon Sancho, Cristiano Ronaldo at one, I think last week. Van de Beek, who is apparently very much set to stay at Manchester United. I don't know what's going on. United have essentially, crapped all over this guy's career. I don't know if he's ever going to be picked up again at this point. Rafa Varane, who was a World Cup winner, Champions League winner, is now looking like an absolute mess in that defense with next to Lindelof. But the only shining light in this team right now is David De Gea, who is pulling off some mad saves right now. But as noticed and as observed by many people and many United fans, his form is directly disproportional to United's form or the United standing in the league. The worse United do in the league, the better David De Gea is. And it's so weird to see. But he's right now holding that ship steady for them. Otherwise, they could have conceded 3 in that half against Brentford in that first half, man. 102 set pieces as well. And 0 goals. That's a damning stat, man. And then they have Cristiano Ronaldo, Rafa Varane, and Maguire, who, by the way, has the most number of goals for a defender for England. He's overtaken John Terry, man. And he hasn't scored a single set piece for Manchester United. That is saying a lot. That speaks volumes, man. Someone make it make sense. It's all a bit wild right now at the minute in the Premier League, as it always is, which is why we love this league so much. but this match week schedule is getting a bit too difficult to keep track of, but I'm gonna try and stay diligent, especially with the FPL videos, and upload them as early as I can, to give you guys some time to think about your decisions, make your decisions about your teams. Also, will hopefully be posting updates about any postponements on my Twitter account or Instagram, so make sure you follow me there. Look out for this week's video. This should be out later today or tonight, before the match week begins. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'm finally back on the channel, very happy to be back, and I will catch you guys very soon with another video. Make sure to hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, so you always stay updated every time I upload a brand new video. I will see you guys very soon. Take care, stay safe.